Hi, I'm Brad Rosley. Thanks for tuning in again today. We're at the start of a new year, and it's the absolute best time to put yourself on the right track for financial success. I have a number of ideas for you that I'm going to make available to you at the end of this video so that you can cover everything that you might want to cover in your financial future going forward. I'm going to share with you today some of the key things that my family and I are doing, my wife and I are doing for ourselves personally, and they might be really good for you to take a look at. I've made a short list of 5 items. The first thing we do is we make new goals every year. A goal is more like a dream unless you write it down and make it into an action plan. So what I like to do is put them on a sticky pad and post it, so I'm reminded of it often. In order to make a goal happen, you got to write it down and you got to see it often and do what it takes in order to accomplish that goal. My number 2 on my list is replenish cash reserves. Most people in America don't have nearly sufficient cash reserves. They love to have more, but they just don't. You know, when you get something like the car breaks down, the furnace goes out, you need a new roof, you don't have any money for these things, and it adds unbelievable financial stress to your lives. It's bad for your health, it's bad for your marriage if you're married. So get that cash reserve fund big. I post that number, what I have now, and where my wife and I want to be at the end of the year, and we're going to work at it diligently between now and then. I suggest you do the same. Number 3 is review your investments. Last year was a banner year for the stock market, mostly because a handful of big tech companies had ridiculous returns. They're not likely to have that again, although they could. And at the same time, for the first time in decades, we're able to make 5% now on treasury bills, CDs, even money markets. So take a look at how your money's positioned in your investments for 2024. Number 4 is tax planning. We only have 2 more years of the Trump tax cuts before they potentially go away. What that did for most Americans was lower our tax brackets. Why that matters? Well, one move, and I've done other videos on this, is converting some portion of your IRA, your former retirement plan, your 401k, into a Roth 401k. That means you pay the tax now while tax brackets are lower, potentially, we don't know for sure, and then you never pay tax on it again. Also, that money's not subject to required minimum distributions and passes on to the next generation's income tax-free. I've got a lot of videos on the Roth. I love it. And number 5 is update your estate plan, or in many people's cases, create an estate plan. What does that mean? It's not just for the rich. It's a will. It's a durable power of attorney. I had a client unfortunately die in April of 2022. Their 4 kids just got $400,000 from her investment account 18 months later. That's how long it took for probate. You need to either set up a will, possibly a trust, set up what's called transfer on death on your accounts if you don't have them owned jointly or in a trust, or in a retirement account. Check your beneficiaries in your estate plan. Make sure they're still up to date. Maybe your children were minors when you did your will and now they're no longer minors. That's my wife and I's case. We've also moved to the state of Florida. Our estate planning documents are from the state of Illinois. Another reason to update your documents. So what I've done for you is I have a checklist. I just highlighted 5 things that my wife and I have done, but I have a checklist for you that you can go ahead and complete. The link is just underneath the video in the description, and you can go ahead and take a look at the checklist and make your own list of New Year's resolutions, things you need to do to get your financial house in order. Our website's fortunefinancialgroup.com. I also blog at bradrosley.com. Feel free to reach out to me. I love your comments. Add the questions. They're all welcome. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great day and make it a great 2024.